In 1915, the Young Turks were the party in charge of the Ottoman Empire, and they were responsible for the genocide of 1.5 million Armenians. They started with an order of disarmament, and then they rounded up the elders and the intellectuals of the Armenians to have them killed. And then, of course, they moved on to systematically slaughtering the next 1.5 million. This was done in large part because the Armenians were a Christian minority that was viewed as a potential threat by the Young Turks. Hitler even used this event as an example to model the Holocaust after. Founder Cenk Uygur actually wrote an article where he was basically denying it at one point. He's since shied away from that position ever so slightly, but he still doesn't fully admit, at least not overtly, that there was a genocide as a historical fact. In an interview, well, really more like an embarrassment of a discussion with Sam Harris, who completely owned him, Cenk often referred to the Ottoman Empire as this golden age of Islamic tolerance for other groups.
So, for example, the Ottoman Empire, one of the largest Muslim empires in world history, of course, right? So did they kill all the infidels? No, they didn't, right? Did they kill a lot while they were conquering? Sure, as any conquering empire does, the Roman Empire, the British Empire, etc., right? But they were incredibly open to the different religions, and they in fact would give autonomy to the different parts of the Ottoman Empire as long as you paid your taxes.
In 2015, during the 100-year anniversary of the genocide, John Oliver actually did a brilliant piece on it. In it, he detailed how former President Obama would not use the words genocide, even though he was perfectly okay with saying it before he was elected.
The White House has called it a mass atrocity, but President Obama has stopped short of using the word genocide.
Okay, and if you're wondering why he stopped slightly short, it's because Turkey is an absolutely vital ally. So to avoid upsetting them, the president had to consult his diplomatic thesaurus. Genocide, can't say that. Snafu, that's too glib. Big murder party, that's warmer. Armenia's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Let's just go with that and hope they don't notice.
Talat Pasha, Minister of the Interior and one of the three pashas, together with Enver and Jamal, who basically ruled the Ottoman Empire during the war, had this to say in a coded telegram. The objective that the government expects to achieve by the expelling of the Armenians from the areas in which they live and their transportation to other appointed areas is to ensure that this community will no longer be able to undertake initiatives and actions against the government, and that they will be brought to a state in which they will be unable to pursue their national aspirations related to advocating a government of Armenia. The Armenian community had been fairly autonomous under the leadership of its religious patriarch within the Ottoman Empire, but they were, and had been for centuries, second-class citizens, and their only real freedom was freedom of worship. Indeed, there have been massacres of Armenians in the mid-1890s and again in 1909. Actually, one cause of tension that's often overlooked is the fact that the Ottoman Empire lost virtually all of its European territory between 1878 and 1912. This resulted in over 750,000 Muslim refugees from those territories coming to Turkish regions that had a large Armenian Christian presence, who were well off compared to the new arrivals, which fostered increasing resentment. And many adherents of the new nationalism, which visualized a modern Turkish nation that didn't look to the Arab world for guidance, but looked rather to itself, did not see that nation including millions of Armenian Christians. Minister of War Enver Pasha had brought the empire into the war and was in charge of the catastrophe at Sarıkamış, but all three were guilty of this: the death and deportation of thousands upon thousands of their own countrymen.
Hem Ermeniler Kürtçe biliyordu, hem Kürtler Ermenice biliyordu. Çünkü bunların köyleri yapışıktı, arazileri, tarlaları, gidiş gelişleri. Buna çok iyi bir komşu bağları vardı. Yani birbirine çok seviyorlardı. Yani arasında hiçbir şey yoktu. Ta 1910'a kadar.
Aha, anlat.
Birbirini savaştılar.
Savaştı.
Bu Hamidiye Alayı, Ankara'daki Osmanlı Hamidiye Alayı Kürtleri ayağa kaldırdı. Dedi ki siz Ermenileri buradan çıkarın. Ben hem size onların arazisini vereceğim, hem de cennete gidersin. Bu iki sözcük kandırdı. Yani o 1915 olayı bu memleketin bir facia, bir soykırıma kadar gitti. Yani insanlar, hem Müslümanlar, Kürtler çok öldü, hem Ermeniler öldü. Her iki taraftan da. Van'da 35 bin insan ölmüş.
Sizce Kürtler özür gerekiyor var mı?
Gerekiyor. Kürtler özür dilemesi gerekir. Oyuna geldiler. Oyuna gelen insan özür dilemesi gerekir.
Siz?
Ben de özür diliyorum. Ben de özür diliyorum. Yani ben Ermeni kanı taşıyorum. Yani kanımız kan. Bunu utanacak hiç değil. Hatta ben kendim gurur duyuyorum. Yani Ermeniler kötü insanlar değildi. Biz yeniden farkına vardık. Biz eskiden Kürtler böyle düşünüyordu ki en iyi Müslüman. Bizi vuruyor bak. 20 yaşındaki oğlu gitti, öldü. Diğer kızı dağa çıktı. Torunu dağa çıktı. Yani bir felaket
PKK
başımıza
ile.
gelen. PKK. PKK.
Ha.
Yani
Savaş.
savaş. 30 yıl, 100 yılda savaş. Türk bize hiç dost değil. Bir gün Ermenilerin başına ne getirmişse bizim başımıza da getirecek. Yani hiç bize dost değil. Türk. Hristiyan daha dost. Bizim için.
Am I the reason you get stoned every week now? Build up integrity, got you texting, emailing me, wanting me to feel with you. Baby, just face reality, move on. Sometimes it's hard to face reality.